What up, guys? Scrub Quad Pro here, bringing you a WWE 2012 Money in the Bank pay-per-view review and recap. Now, unfortunately, I was planning on watching this pay-per-view, which I did, but I missed about the first half of it due to technical difficulties with, well, a lot of things, and so I was not able to see two what you could call important matches. I missed Dolph Ziggler winning the Money in the Bank contract for the World Heavyweight Championship, and I missed Sheamus defeating Alberto Del Rio. But you could have predicted both those things to happen. Sheamus, he's held the title since, I think he's had it ever since WrestleMania, and Dolph Ziggler was the favorite to win the SmackDown Money in the Bank match. So hopefully we will see Dolph Ziggler finally get his hands on the World Heavyweight Championship for longer than like 12 minutes, and maybe he'll last at least one show with the title to his name. But I was able to see the latter half of the pay-per-view, so I was able to see the WWE Championship match, the squash match, and the Raw WWE Money in the Bank ladder match. So let's start off with the WWE Championship. I did miss a little bit of this because, again, there's technical difficulties. They really blew me, and it blew me pretty hard. But I was able to see most of the match. I came in right around the time when Daniel Bryan had a kendo stick in his hand. AJ was nowhere to be seen. I'm just assuming that she left, and that Daniel Bryan was just pretty much beating the hell out of CM Punk. The one thing I really did like about this match is before the pay-per-view started, WWE decided to make it a no disqualification match, which just added an extra element to the match itself. We know CM Punk and Daniel Bryan can work a good match, and we knew AJ was going to have a little bit of involvement, but just adding the no disqualification, allowing them to use steel chairs, kendo sticks, tables, which all three of those were used, it just added an extra oomph to the match, and it was easily, in my opinion, from what I saw, the best match of the night. The match ended with CM Punk putting Daniel Bryan through a table from the top rope of what was like something like a little suplex, like a German suplex type thing, put him through a table and got the 1-2-3 from AJ, who did return. Now, a lot of people were thinking that AJ would sort of pick a side. She'd go Team Punk, she'd be on Team Bryan. She really didn't do that. Like I did say, she left the match for a little bit. I don't know why I missed that, but she did come back, but she didn't really pick one side. She stopped CM Punk from doing something with a chair, but then again, she stopped Daniel Bryan from attacking him more with the kendo stick. So she didn't lean heavily towards one person like everybody thought she would, but she did play a little bit of a role, and I'm actually glad she didn't heavily lean towards one person, because now that can elevate things. It can make this go longer and drag the whole storyline and the angle out, possibly through SummerSlam and to maybe, if they really want to, Survivor Series. Hopefully, if they do stretch it that long, they have good entertainment coming. But the main thing was she did not get heavily involved, which I think shocked a lot of people. A lot of people thought she was going to get heavily involved in No Way Out. She didn't do that, and then they thought, oh, well, now she's going to get heavily involved at Money in the Bank, and she did not do that. But the bottom line is CM Punk retained his WWE Championship match, or WWE Champion, and won the match. Next, we had the Ryback squash match. Obviously, he won. Shocker, shocker. It was against Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins. The highlight of the match, and this happens every single time, was 1, when the match ended, and 2, when the whole crowd decides to chant Goldberg. They do that every single time he's in the ring, and I think it's absolutely hilarious, and WWE needs to fix that and give him some real competition, because they're just wasting our time. We all know he's Skip Sheffield, so just give him real competition and switch his name back to Skip Sheffield instead of Ryback. And now we had the main event, which was the WWE Championship Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, thankfully, they did add a 5th competitor. They added The Miz. He played a little role, not too big of a role, but it was still a little awkward with only 5 people. Like, 5 people in a ladder match, there's like an odd man out. You have 2 guys attacking each other and the other 2 guys attacking each other, and he kind of got the 3rd guy, so he's either teaming up against someone else or he's just laying low and useless. But to John Cena was able to pick up the victory. Shocker, I know a lot of people thought he was the favorite, and he was, but it wasn't really a normal John Cena match. I mean, he did beat the odds like he always does, but he was able to put the Big Show through a table. Obviously, it was the Spanish announce table. That's the announce table they always decide to destroy. He put the Big Show through that with an attitude adjustment, and then all four, Kane, Chris Jericho, The Miz, and John Cena, all threw ladders on the Big Show. And then they fought it out in the ring for probably 5-10 minutes until the Big Show emerged from the ladders. He went ham on everybody, hitting them with ladders, breaking ladders, and then he went and under the ring he got like what looked like the weirdest ladder I've ever seen in my life. It looked like it was 3 ladders glued together and painted gold and black. It looked heavy as hell. He had a hard time lifting it, which means any other normal human being would not have been able to lift it. The thing was huge, and once he put it down in the ring, it didn't really move. Like, no one was going to be able to put it back up, so no one wanted to move it. So he did put it back up, and then Jericho attacked him with a steel chair to get him off the ladder, and then Jericho had a shot at winning it. He knocked The Miz off the ladder. John Cena almost hit Jericho with an attitude adjustment off the ladder, but Jericho was able to put a sleeper hold in, and Jericho was so close to winning. He was on John Cena's back at the top of the ladder with the sleeper hold applied. His arms were around Cena's neck. All he really had to do was reach up and grab the briefcase, and he would have won. But instead, he threw John Cena down the ladder, and the Big Show came up, knocked him out. The Miz tried to come up, knocked The Miz out, and then John Cena came up and had a hold on the briefcase and blocked a knockout punch with the weapon of mass destruction with the briefcase, hit Big Show a couple times, and then Big Show eventually went on to punch the hook that hung the briefcase, and it broke. So John Cena had the briefcase in his hand. He hit the Big Show fell, and John Cena was declared the winner. So I know a lot of people aren't going to like this, and they have their right. That's their opinion. Personally, I wanted Chris Jericho to win. I was earlier today. I thought John Cena was going to win, but then something just switched, and I was like, I really want to see Chris Jericho win. And he came really close, but he didn't. Now, CM Punk, it's time for you to watch out. John Cena's probably going to cash this in really soon. I would not be surprised if he cashed in on the 1000th episode. It just would not be that big of a shocker if WWE wants to put the face of their company as the WWE Champion on a milestone episode of the show, a milestone that's never been reached before. And hopefully it will add an extra element into the Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and AJ little shindig going on. They had Kane in it for No Way Out, and now they may add John Cena. It's not set in stone, but it looks like that John Cena will possibly face CM Punk at SummerSlam, which is like this modern wrestling era's version of Rock versus Austin. But overall, I thought the pay-per-view was pretty solid for what I saw of it, which was only like 3 matches plus a Divas match, but I didn't even watch that. So I liked it. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm hungry as some jank, so I'm out, and I'll catch you guys later.